Ja, mein Name ist Mario Radovic, ich komme aus dem Bielefelder Raum, starte für das erste Tri-Team Gütersloh. Qualifiziert habe ich mich letztes Jahr beim Ironman Maryland, habe da meine Altersklasse gewonnen, bin gesamt 10. geworden und ja, jetzt bin ich hier in Nizza. Anspruchsvoller Kurs, mal sehen, was am Sonntag so aufs Pedal gedrückt werden kann.
Magnus Ditlev, welcome back to Nice. Of course, good memories for you from 2 years ago with your third place. Is it like, do you see yourself now as a veteran because you have some experience, or is it like, or is the intention building up for Sunday?
I'm constantly telling myself I'm still quite new in the sport, but also slowly realizing that I have quite some experience, especially with racing, World Championship caliber fields. So yeah, it's good. I think experience is very valuable in races like this. So I have had a good build and feeling ready for Sunday, and I can't wait. It's a nice course in the way how honest it is, and I think that's always something that will play into stronger bikers like me's favor.
You had a great start to the season with your win in South Africa, then of course a bit of a rough period with the races in St. George and Frankfurt. Especially Frankfurt was mentally challenging. What did you take away from this race?
Not much, to be honest. That I maybe should scout a bit more the course beforehand and be a little bit more aware of where the litter zones end and so on, but otherwise than that, I tried not to let that race affect me too much. It's hard to decouple mental how much that was part of the struggle, and yeah, I knew going in that my shape was really good, so that's what I have to focus on, and since then it has only gotten better. So yeah, it's just about not letting experiences that are out of your control like that affect you too much, even though it's difficult.
And how was your preparation for Nice running now? Have you been to altitude? How was the training?
No, it was actually after Frankfurt we decided to stay home in Denmark, where I have my training group and I have all my experts in all the fields that I operate in. So I've been home in Denmark with my coach and my training group, and have focused a lot on the basic things and doing a lot of aero testing and physiological testing, and have been here in Nice actually twice since Frankfurt with everyone on my team to do course simulations and so on. So I feel that I'm very well prepared.
The swim is going to be really fast, and you have been working together with a swim coach now since Kona. How are your improvements in the water, and how are you feeling going into the swim?
Yeah, my swim shape is definitely the best it has ever been by far, but that's not to say that I will manage to hit the front pack, because as everyone is saying, this swim in this Ironman is probably going to be the fastest Ironman swim that has ever been. So even though I know I'm in the best swim shape of my life, it's not necessarily enough to stay with the front pack, and maybe it's actually also good that I don't, because if you shouldn't swim with the front pack just and be completely gassed. You have to do your intensity on the swim. So I know that I will for sure have a swim where I have more energy coming out on the bike, and that's always a good thing. So yeah.
In South Africa, you caught up slowly to the front of the pack. In swim now, if you're saying you don't hit the front pack, how is your pacing on the bike going to be?
Yeah, I think this race in 23 taught me a lot of things about pacing, and about how also especially how the other guys, their strengths and weaknesses are on this course. And I think it was quite obvious that everyone could climb well the first really steep climbs, and also actually a lot of the guys were able to follow me on the long climb. But then when you hit the flat part, when you have been climbing for 50 minutes, you expect to be a downhill, but there is not. So I think if you actually are able to put on the gas when you hit that plateau, it's actually not flat, it's still quite rolling. If you're able to still have some power, I remember I did that part in 23 with way less power than I thought, and I thought it was a really challenging part of the course. So without telling all my race tactics, I think that part of the course is probably quite underrated, and just generally the pacing of the bike course is going to be really crucial, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see people go completely bananas out of T1 in the first 2 hours of the race, and then a lot of them will already start to struggle up on the flat parts, and the strongest ones will probably also make it onto the run. But I still think that even there you will see some people coming off the bike not having their best legs, because this bike course is such difficult.
And on the run, Patrick has caught you the last 2 times. Like, is there a cushion you'll need for the run?
Yeah, Patrick is annoying in an individual, because I think I'm not sure about this, but I think I've beaten him in probably almost every race except World Championships racing, and obviously World Championships is where it counts. So that's it really hurts. I think Patrick and he's one of the competitors I've raced against the most, and we always have some epic duels because we have so different styles of racing. So it's always very dramatic that I'm off the bike with the lead and he's like running into me. So it's always, yeah, I would really like to beat him on Sunday.
23 you came third, 24 you came second, now it's 25 and the place is going to be?
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping for first place, and it's what I've been working on the entire year. But again, the field is really stacked, probably the best World Championships field we've ever had. We say that every year, but I think it's definitely true here. So you can't just say that first place is the only criteria for success, because then you're going to struggle quite a bit if that doesn't come.
Are there any other goals if it's not the win, like I think it's also some internal aspects you want to take off?
Yeah, I'm very curious to see, as we talked about earlier, the swim, how I'll stack up there in a non-wetsuit swim that it will probably be. Traditionally, I would have more belief if it was a wetsuit swim that I was able to hit the front pack, but so I'm really curious about the swim, and then just the general pacing of the bike and how as I said, I've done a lot of testing and so on the course and with equipment. So how the pacing strategy we have made, it's really specific. So I'm looking forward to see how that unfolds together with the equipment I'm riding. So that's also some curious things for myself to kind of gauge along the way. And then I'm hoping for a little bit better marathon, like the 2 marathons I've done this year in South Africa and Frankfurt. I've split half in 1:15 both, and then completely blown the last part. So I'm maybe gonna do it a little bit more conservative, and I think that's probably also a good decision in a World Championships field where the bike is always really hard. So I think everyone is talking about Christian's gonna do way below 2:30, but after such a hard bike, and in World Championship caliber fields, the bike is always ridden even harder. So I think that's going to be difficult to do.
Thank you so much, and best of luck for Sunday.
Thank you. Thanks.